All right, hello, fine people of the internet. We are back today. Happy Saturday. The XFL Week 2 starts in about half an hour. Well, no, about 20 minutes actually. So we're back today to kind of talk almost like a round 2 of this topic. And we're going to be talking about Dak Prescott. What should the Cowboys do? How should they address the moves that they're going to need to make in the offseason? What should the Cowboys do? Now, we talked about this before the season even started last year. And now that it's the offseason, he never got a deal. He never got franchise tagged. And we're sitting here currently right now with just kind of speculating on what's going to happen. Because the latest reports is there's been offers from the Cowboys, and Dak has rejected. They're saying that he doesn't even want to show up if he's not going to get paid. And there's been multiple different reports. There's been multiple different things said from reliable people, unreliable people, people speculating, rumors. It's just been crazy as far as this topic. Everybody's talking about it. Like I said, I've already talked about it. I had my opinion on Dak over the first couple games. I've slightly changed my opinion. And that's not saying that I'm not going to stay strong to what I believe. I'm just saying he proved me wrong. I used to think Dak Prescott was a average to below average quarterback. Now I think he's at that good to average range. Hate me if you want. I think Dak Prescott is somewhere a little bit higher than a Derek Carr. Somebody who is in that good, almost can get to great level right now. Now, he could eventually get to that top elite level. I think he's in that good range to be great right now. But anyway, so like I said, the latest is that both sides have not reached an agreement. And the latest I've heard is that Dak Prescott doesn't want to show up if he's not going to get a deal, which you can't blame him. The guy's on his rookie contract. I believe he was a 4th-round draft pick. So he's not making that much right now. Now, I know you're saying, well, he's in the NFL. He's got to be getting paid. That just because he's getting paid as a starting NFL quarterback on a rookie deal compared to what a Jared Goff got, a Carson Wentz got, guys who he's been playing at a better production. He's been playing a lot better than those guys, in my opinion. And the numbers and the production back all that up. He's getting paid basically dollar menu compared to what they're getting. They're getting the number one with a side of fries and a drink, and he's on the dollar menu getting a hamburger that's this big. He wants to get up to the big boys table. He wants to get his money. He wants to get to that top level as far as what he's making. Now, the Cowboys organization is kind of in a stop standpoint right now. They're very limited on cap space. They have a lot of moves that they need to contemplate, get numbers structured, see what they can do to see who they can all get. Now, they signed Ezekiel Elliott, and I said they should have, even though he would have been a part of this wait and see like Dak is right now. He got in line first and said, I'm getting my money, because he's a running back. Running backs usually don't get top dollar unless they make their point and get it. You look at Le'Veon Bell, you look at Todd Gurley, and you can talk about, well, maybe they didn't deserve it. It's not about do you deserve it. It's about what are you worth to your team. And I stand by my opinion in saying that I believe that Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott go together like peanut butter and jelly. I think Zeke could play at a high level anywhere with anybody. To me, Dak, in order to play at a high level, needs a guy like Ezekiel Elliott. There's a connection there. Dak knows, hey, if I want an audible here, I know Zeke's going to give me this. I know what I can do there. They work well together. The best production from Dak comes with Zeke. Now, there was a time where they weren't together, numbers dipped, whatever. And when Amari Cooper ended up coming to Dallas in that trade, Dak's numbers got better passing the ball. So there's that aspect too. So we're going to talk about Amari Cooper a little bit more here. So Amari is also one of these Cowboys who are up to get paid. And Amari was kind of content. He really, back then when we were talking about this the first time, he wasn't really dead set on, well, I need my money now. That was, people were saying, are you wanting it now? Do you think it's your going to get the short end of the stick? He didn't really care. He just kind of wanted to get through. He wasn't worried about it. Now that the year's up, I haven't heard anything from his standpoint or his agent or any reports about him, but the Cowboys do want him as well. Cowboys they had 4 guys who they had to find a way to pay, and that was Zeke, Dak, Amari, and Byron Jones. Now, there's a lot of other people that they did pay, defensive line, there's many positions, but now they put themselves where they need to make a decision who they want to keep. And I can tell you this right off the bat, don't expect Byron Jones to be on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm just saying, Byron Jones is a very, very good corner. He's top elite corners in the NFL. It's a position of need. It's not like it's one of those things that you can have an average player at. You want to have good lockdown guys on the outsides. That's why I'm a Browns fan. That's why you seen in the draft last year trade up to get Greedy Williams when he fell, to pair him with Denzel and Greedy, or pair Greedy with Denzel. Same thing the year before that. A lot of people didn't think Ward would have went number 4 overall. You take that risk. That's an important position to have. And the Cowboys, they know that. They know Byron Jones is a good player. It's not like he's gotten in any trouble or anything like that. The production is good. The only knock on Byron Jones is really he's not an interception freak. He's never been. He's good pass, good defense, pass protection, all that, run defense. But as far as interceptions, he's never flashed off the page. He's kind of one of those players that are good, but they're not going to jump off your television screen like a guy like what you've seen with Nick Bosa this year, what you see with Khalil Mack, what you see with guys like Aaron Donald, even Myles Garrett. You can look and know those are the elite of the elite. Now with Byron Jones, he's good. His numbers are good. His production is good, but he's not flashy. That's why a lot of people don't look at him as the top of the top. They look at him as solid. I look at him as that good to top level. I think he's elite. I just think a lot of people overlook him, and especially because the Cowboys have a lot of good talent. He doesn't necessarily get all the attention. So they're going to have to find a way to either pay him to keep him on the team, move on from him. They have to find a way to keep all these guys together. Now, what I would do personally is I would re-sign Dak Prescott. NFL starting quarterbacks in this league are not easy to find. There's only 32 starters. There's guys who come through college who look like they're a sure thing and they end up sucking. I mean, nothing is a guarantee in the NFL. There's guys who looked good, started off great, and then they kind of trickled down. You look at a guy like Jared Goff right now, terrible first year, good second year. Now he's kind of, we don't know. He seemed like he was good at times, but he's starting to look even more average, and he got paid. Guys like Jimmy Garoppolo looked good. Now, in the big moments, it's kind of like, is he really worth it? There's been a lot of talk about Dak, and I've been, like I said, one of Dak's biggest critics. I think Dak Prescott is a must-keep. Unless the Cowboys want to get Tom Brady, which has been talked about, I think it's not going to happen. But unless Jerry Jones goes all in on that, more power to you. I wouldn't. But I would pay Dak Prescott within reason. If he wants something outrageous, then you're going to have to think long and hard, which they've been doing. That's what they've been doing over this whole season. And it's still, nothing has come to an end. It's still the same place basically we were at the beginning. He doesn't want this. He does want this. We don't want to give you this. We want to give you this. And it's just been talk, negotiations, and it's not gotten anywhere. Now it's becoming crunch time. And the Cowboys need to determine who they're going to franchise tag, who they're going to re-sign, and how they're going to structure. If it were me personally, like I said, I'd re-sign Dak to the ideal contract would be a 4-year deal, just in case things go wrong. But what? Wow. Picture just fell off my wall. Oh, shoot. But anyway, I have to put that back up. But, so yeah, Cowboys, they're going to have to re-sign him because, like I said, there's only so many starting quarterbacks. Really hope that didn't break. But anyway, so like I said, I would re-sign Dak. I would franchise tag Amari Cooper. Cowboys are picking I believe they're like somewhere around 20 this year draft. I don't know, I couldn't tell you for certain, but they are not going to be in position to get a replacement quarterback that you could think would come in and start day one, like a Joe Burrow, Tua, even Herbert. They're not in position for one of those guys. So they're going to have to, if they're going to get rid of Dak, they're going to have to make a play to sign a free agent, and they don't have that kind of money. So Dak is it. I mean, you're going to have to figure it out. Unless you want to tank and use a rookie quarterback who you don't know, you're going to have to re-sign Dak. So me personally, like I said, re-sign Dak. I would have to let Byron Jones walk because I also think there's a lot of good secondary people in free agency this year. So I'd sign a free agent just to come in and fill that spot. You can draft that position, second, third round. But the one thing in the draft this year that's very deep is not just offensive line, which has been the number one thing, but the flashy deepness in the draft that everybody's talking about is the receivers. Now you got your elite receivers, with your Jerry Judys, your CeeDee Lambs, your Henry Ruggs, your T. Higgins. Those guys, not everybody is going to get a receiver in the first round. Some of those guys are going to start to slip. So if I was the Cowboys, I'd take with the first pick or the first round pick that they got, I'm taking a safety because they need safety help bad. I'm taking most likely Xavier McKinley will be the guy they end up with because I don't believe Grant Delpit will be there. There's been a lot of Cowboy fans are saying, no, we're going to get Delpit. I don't think he's going to be there. I'm sorry. I think, honestly, if I'm running the Browns, I might take him at 10. I think he's that good. But the Cowboys should address safety with the first round pick because even if you let Byron Jones walk, your safety can kind of be that eraser for your secondary. And then in the second round, you might have to trade up if you want to, but I would see if one of these guys slip. If Ruggs slips for whatever reason, if T. Higgins slips for whatever reason, hey, trade up, get them, have him come in, and then after the year's over, you don't want to pay Amari, let him walk, and this guy, whoever you get, can step up and replace him. Now, there's a couple not as well-known guys that went to the big programs that'll look good. I know there's that Colorado receiver. I don't know his name. The USC receiver as well has been making some noise. KJ Hill out of Ohio State, been making some noise. You could probably get him third, fourth round. I'm not saying he's going to be an Amari Cooper replacement, but that's a guy you can bring in to help. Cowboys are in a rough position right now. There's a lot of teams that have a lot of room, and then there's some teams that don't. Cowboys are one of those teams. Steelers are one of those teams. You got to find a way to work with what you got. The Cowboys went out, got Mike McCarthy. Good. That was a big issue. Coaching was a big issue with the Cowboys. We've said this for a long time. Jason Garrett is average. He's been average. He'll always be average, at least as a head coach. Jerry finally bit the bullet, got rid of him. Got an experienced head coach in Mike McCarthy, who I believe will get the best out of Dak and out of this roster. It's just about filling the holes, working with the cap that you got. I think you sign Dak, you bite that bullet, you franchise Mari, you let Byron walk, and you Fill the holes there. I think the roster, if they did that and they put Dak in the best position to succeed, same thing we talk about with the Browns with Baker Mayfield. It's not that he's not a good player. It's about putting him in the best position to succeed. And I think that's what the Cowboys need to do with Dak. So let me know your thoughts. Should the Cowboys re-sign him? Like I said, unless it's something absolutely ridiculous, I would sign him. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.